Well, we are thrilled to have Maggie Mancinelli Cahill on to talk about Cap Rep, one of my favorite theaters. And Race is coming. Well, actually,
tonight.
If you're watching right now, we're filming this on January the 15th, and they will be starting tonight.
Yeah.
Opening night.
Yeah.
You have some really good actors.
Oh my goodness! You know, it's very fun to do a David Mamet play because it really focuses on acting. And I have 4 top-of-the-line actors. They are incredible, wonderfully gifted and beautiful. So it doesn't
We're going to
hurt.
see some
you know?
pictures of them. Yeah, and
Yeah.
one of the attorneys in the play, I understand, was on Broadway and did Spam-A-Lot and all that.
Oh, well, you know, Tony Crane.
Yeah,
His name is J. Anthony Crane, but we
Okay.
call him Tony. Tony was actually here in Schenectady,
I know
and
that.
he played Scar.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
it was
in
in
the Lion King.
Yeah.
And he toured with the national tour for 2 years for that, and he's told me great stories about that.
Incredible.
Yeah,
Performer.
how hard it is to be in Lion King. It's really a physical.
Yeah, I mean, he's up
taxing
on
role.
top and he's down and he falls and he
you know,
da.
So at any rate,
He doesn't do that in Race, though.
He does not do that in Race, but he's got many Broadway credits, and Kevin Craig West, who plays his law partner, you know, has been in many things.
He's been on the show.
At
He's
Capitol
a
Rep, and
wonderful
he's
actor.
the president of the Upstate Filmmakers
Right.
here. So yeah, it's really a terrific cast.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah.
So we're gonna take a look at the promo. I guess we
all
got
right,
that.
all
Let's see
right.
what we got here.
Okay.
And that's Kevin. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Shelley. Yeah.
Now what? Okay, there was no sound. Oh well, we had a little of everything there. But tell me, what would someone that's going to see this expect? Is it adult? Is it?
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, David Mamet, this will be the 4th show that we've done at Capitol Rep by David Mamet. And David Mamet is known for his very punchy language. And I mean that in terms of just the way he writes. It's very staccato, it's very gripping, it's very, on top of it, provocative, because he does certainly write the way people talk behind the scenes, perhaps, and not every law firm, but in this law firm. So it is peppered with adult language, you bet.
Okay.
And because it's about a law firm that's called upon to defend a very wealthy white executive who has been accused of raping a black woman. And so...
Okay, wait, they're going to show it with sound
all
now.
right. Great.
White.
Oh, we get a little bright.
Sex,
Guilt.
Is it?
the law,
The truth.
Race by playwright David Mamet, only at Capitol Repertory Theater.
Well, there it is. Now
Yeah.
we got the
So
sound.
there you see, you know, it's sex, race, it's about guilt, it's about, not really about innocence, it's about how do you maneuver in the world of law when you are accused of something very serious.
And their law clerk is a woman of color.
Yes, she's a young attorney in the firm, and she
she's
is
a young attorney.
she is not experienced, and she is very instrumental in what happens within the law firm in terms of, does she make a mistake, or was it not a mistake? Did she do something on purpose?
Ooh, it sounds intriguing.
Oh yeah, there's a mystery to it. So,
Yeah.
so you know, it's punchy, it's adult, it's sexy, it's provocative, and it's about race. And so when people talk about race, everything that you believe under the surface comes out when you talk about race. So it's the good, the bad, the funny, and it's a very engaging evening. Now, a couple of things I should tell you about David Mamet. He won the Pulitzer Prize, and he's going to certainly be remembered as a great American playwright. He's going to be one of the ones that people read about when they read about
Exactly.
American theater.
Arthur Miller
Yeah,
type,
and David Mamet will be right in there. But David Mamet will not let us do any discussions before or after the play about the play. And he doesn't want his play used as a platform in groups. He wants you to go home and think about it. And
that's interesting.
I cannot tell you how many people, because we've had previews all weekend, have already emailed me saying, My husband and I, or our group of friends, went out for dinner after the show, and we're still talking about the show. So, but we cannot have any formal discussions. So normally on Wednesday evenings we have
You have a discussion,
We have a
yeah.
talk back, but we cannot do that for this particular
Why do you
play.
think that is?
I think he wants the play to stand as a work of art, and I think he wants you to have to sit with it without diffusing it in a
Let
large
it
group
kind of
situation. Yeah.
get
So
in.
no formal discussions.
But you can have coffee afterwards and talk about it.
Well,
your
certainly,
friends.
and I
There's
trust
no- there's
that many
no Mammoth
people will be
police
doing
out
that.
there.
No, there's no arts police yet. Yeah, as far as I know.
Who knows? I just want to mention, if you really want to support Cap Rep, you can probably get a cup from them. Who
Well,
knows?
yes, we have several of those left, Anne, down at the theater. Absolutely, but I love the fact that you have one.
I have
You're
one,
so
so
cute.
there it is.
You're adorable.
Just to let you know that I do stay on top of some of this anyway. This, when does this play run?
The play started previews, and we open tonight officially for the press, and we run through February 10th.
Okay, now Greg, did you show the photos? I'm sorry. We were just chatting here. Why don't you run through them one more time, and Maggie can perhaps comment on them.
Oh, these are, well, you can see that's Kevin Craig West, who is one of our local professional actors. He's just incredible.
Exceptional.
And that's Tony Crane, who played Scar, who was here in Lion King, and that's the beautiful Shelley Thomas. She plays the
Stunning.
young attorney. And there they all are. In the background, you see Win Harmon, who is the man who is accused. And the set is beautiful. It's a law library.
Looks very nice.
Yeah, it's very beautiful. And it is played in 85 power-packed minutes, no intermission.
Well,
So-
sometimes those things, if you really want the impact, you don't want to break.
Right.
You want to just get it right
Yeah,
out there
so
and get.
Boom, it
Yeah,
goes
get it
straight
done.
through, yeah.
I have to say that every time I go to Cap Rep, one of the things that I really want to see is the set.
Yeah.
Because your sets are absolutely incredible.
Well, this set is it's interesting because it's the law office, and it's just covered in books, of course, in law books. But because this is a co-production with a theater up in Vermont, where we are going to be taking the show for
Partnering? Yeah, okay.
3 weeks afterward, and so the whole set has to be reassembled up in Vermont.
Oh, my.
And so we had to make every single book had to be made by our props department, so that it was very lightweight, so that it could come
With
out
all
of
the books in the
Yeah.
world, you had to have books.
But we have to get it into one
Yeah, I
small
see, yeah.
truck,
Yeah.
and so
That's-
they all have to come out. The bookcases have to,
Collapse or
be reassembled, right? And then they all have to, go up there. So
Cool.
it was a really interesting process.
Well, these are things that you would not normally find unless you were watching our show to find out about those little
That's
details, right?
That's right.
Do yourself a favor, enjoy live theater. Oh, I am always a proponent of live theater, whether it's a musical or a play, or seeing one of the great Broadway musicals, and $1 Million Quartet is coming. I can't wait for that. But there's so much good material and artistic events in our area. We want to encourage you to take part in all of them, any or all. If you can all, boy, and you have nothing else to do.
Right. There's an awful lot.
There's an
going
awful lot
on.
going
Yeah.
on. Maggie Cahill, from Artistic Director of Cap Rep, do yourself a favor and get out and see some of their productions, but this one in particular is called Race, and I think it's one that will get your mind working.
That's right.
Bring a friend.
Keep you young.
Talk about it
That's
afterwards.
right.
Don't tell Mammoth. I'm Ann Perla. We're going to take a look at some more dance, and we'll...